The all share index is currently 121,257.7 basis points. What a time to be alive, guys. If you are new, you won't know how this journey started. You understand? But for those of us that have been in the market, I've been in the market right from when the all share index was still struggling around 44, around this area, guys. This was where I actually joined the market. I saw the market around this area. So not basically I started exactly. Okay, if you want to know the exact date I started trading around okay, I think I'm right, around 2017. You can see where we started, guys. We started around this area. This was when I joined the market, and we were like 37. 2017, 37. We kept pushing. We got to this point and massive pullback, guys. Massive pullback. This was when Buhari was in power. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just like explaining who is the president then. So look at. So that was when we had this massive dip, and this breakout was like, are we sure this is real or this is not real? In fact, there was a YouTuber then that came out and said he's going to reject this area, but I strongly believe it. But I didn't put a video concerning that. Let it not be that I'm antagonizing another YouTuber. We are all doing the same job, the same mission to ensure everybody get to the market and get updated information on how to trade. Because at the end of the day, you want to make money. So from this area, we started shooting, and we got to this part when the president said subsidy is gone, and we got this spike. And we got to this part. I was like, we rejected again. And I started doing videos in my old channel, asking when I'm going to cross this area here. And we suddenly crossed, and those videos are not here. So I can't say those things that I said because there's no proof. YouTube has dropped that channel. So I was saying we need to break this, and we actually did, and we hit this part, we retrace again, and I said, guy, we need to hold on to this place. And I said the breakout will be massive, just like this one, and that is what we are currently experiencing. So in today's video, that's what I'm going to look at, and we're going to look at some information. We're going to look at top gainers and a few top losers. Maybe we'll just pick two and analyze those stocks. So if you want me to analyze any other stock, you can drop a comment so that I will do that, just to help some people in the comment section. So subsequent videos, I'll do those requests, and possibly we might start doing live trading so that you see how I trade live and see how I take some trade. For those of us who are traders, for investors, you just pick it. You can close your eye. If you're an investor, you can close your eye and pick any stock, buy and go and sleep. If you're an investor, sometimes people ask, are these stocks, what about their fundamentals? It depends. If you're a trader, you don't need fundamentals. An investor, you need fundamentals. You understand? So that is how it works. So let's not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified to my post enriching videos like this. So before we move on, let me just introduce myself. My name is Investor Joseph, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge, where we'll give you edge on how to gain financial freedom via trade and investment. So without wasting time, let's quickly jump to the all share index, and let me just give you what I wanted to share. So we started this run some few months ago, and I did a video where I told you guys that all share index will cross 20. I know when I did it, some people will be praying for pullbacks. Yeah, let pullback come so that these guys words will not come to pass. But guess what? We crossed it, guys. This was the video I did where I said we need to cross 120. So this is it. Big moves. 120,000 basis point all share index, and in less than 2 weeks we actually hit it. So the question is, what next? So where are we hitting? The next part we are hitting is 125. How possible it is? So let's see what happened here. You can see we had this pool, we have this. So I think it is high time we had a little consolidation around this area here. That means shares will change hand. Some people will take profit while some will take position. The bottom line is it happens here. Most shares exchange hand. Some convert their shares to cash, and some convert their cash to shares, and we move here. Guess what happened when we moved to this point? A lot of regret happened. Some people regretted selling, and some people were happy buying. I will go to this part. Those that bought actually quickly exchange hands again, and maybe those that sold here actually entered the market here, and we push again. So this is the daily chart, and let's count how many days we've been making consistent profits. So this is one candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 days we've been making profit consistently. So why happen this way is simple. Early in the market, early morning in the market, a lot of people take profit, they sell, you understand, hoping that the market will dip. So after selling, the market is still pumping and they felt bad. So what will they do next? They buy again. You get the point now. So it's that buying pressure that is pushing the market. Some people sold today and realized, how the stock was actually on full bid. Why did I sell? You understand? And now they're like, Kai, I can't wait to get it again. You understand? And tomorrow they might want to bid again to buy, and the market will keep pushing. Now, are you saying there will be no pullback? There will be pullback, but let's go back in history and check after a breakout what happened. So, and don't forget, I told you we actually range for almost a year in that part, except you've not been following my analysis lately. So from this area to this point, we actually range more than a year. We were going up and down, even though some stocks are delivering 100%, 50%, 200%, but the all share index was actually struggling to break this all-time high here. So that was why we range for a long time, and we had this breakout. So let's come to this part. We had similar thing here. We range also before we had this push, then we range around this area before this big move. So let's measure this big move. You might be thinking, how come are you saying we're going to be shooting? Okay, I'm not saying that, but mind you, the most difficult lesson to learn, which I explained to the Investors Lounge community, I told them that the most difficult thing to learn is how to take profit. To buy and sell, to buy is easy, to see what to buy is easy, but when to take profit is difficult, because you see, human being is full of fear and greed. So it is only when you've been able to set yourself free from this part. And how do you do that? Is by creating a system. Without a system, it will be difficult for you to actually sell at the top. In my premium group, I did a training on how to sell at the top. I think I'll do that video again because I have a lot of people joining. So I'll do that video again to help those who are just joining to learn how to sell at the top. Is actually a skill, guys, and you will learn it from chopping some good cane. The market will teach you in a strong way. It's better you learn it from the market, because if I teach you, you won't know how painful. You just say, this thing is easy, but by the time you made money and you observe and you see the money come down again, that pain, you say, no, I have to develop a system. So it actually range a long while. You can see it range. Okay, let me just pick this here without picking any two. This was actually October 2023, and we'll come to December. That's 2 months. But if we take it from here, let's take it from this area here. I'm not actually seeing the date. Okay, this was you can see it was actually a long time. I didn't draw the chart, and I don't want this video to be too long. So let's just measure this movement. Because when we were actually doing this run here, people were thinking, this thing is pullback, and it was shooting. It was around this area that it now pull back. So why it was shooting like this? Some stocks are actually pulling back and they gain momentum again, and they continue in that run. Bottom line, the prices of all those stocks are still high now. You understand? So I told you these things will fire, but it is only those that have that mind will be able to withstand the downward movement. You understand? And sometimes the downward movement can be crazy. So that is why you need to be smart. You have to use your head in whatever you do. You have to use your head. So now let's measure this movement here. So this movement, okay, we can see. Let me see if I can pick correct. So we'll pick from here. So this is like 40%. You understand? 40%. That was actually the movement that happened here. So what are we trying to see? Is it possible for us to get 40% here? That is the question. That is the question. Can we get 40% from here? So that is why I am thinking that the next bus stop for the all share index is actually 125. So when we do 125, we're able to tell if we would hit 130. So by the time we hit 130, that's when we'll be expecting. Okay, let's pick it from this yellow, which was a massive resistance level. So guys, we've not actually made a huge move, just less than 10%. And if we take it around this 25 here is okay. So what we'll do is, let me take it this way and let's, okay. So can we boldly say that the next target for the all share index is actually 150? Can we do a deal? 150. That will be July. Let's pick this measurement too. So we pick from here. I will take it to, even at 150, we are looking at 155. Let's take it down to 154 for us to have the same thing that happened in the previous year that I showed you. We need to do 154. But for me, I think I will take this prediction gradually. So we've done 121. So the next part we'll be looking at is 125. Don't forget to take profits, and don't forget to also kill your greed, and don't forget that you need to avoid regrets in the market. So don't say I did been as you're selling, go to another stock. Like today, I dropped 4 stocks in my community because I know the money is going to circulate. So all you need to do now is to follow the money. You know, the money left the banking stocks. If you don't know, it left the banking stock and went to other areas. So that's why you see other stocks pumping. So if you look at the top gainers now, you might not see any banking stocks there because money left there because of the regulatory forbearance issue. So it is when July or August, when they now pay interim dividends, that will now what? Now give investors renewed buying interest. That is when they announce that. Now we're just looking at you guys want to bobo us. Just now the release, and you said this July you will clear it. Let's see. You get the point. So that is what I want to show you. So the all share index will continue to shoot up. From what I'm seeing, volume is still strong. Based on what I do, a lot of money is still flowing into the market. A lot of deposits are being made to actually take position in this stock. So today we might see more volume. You can see what happened here. This movement is supported by volume. So people are still buying. A lot of stocks are still on the value. If you're in my membership community on YouTube, I drop a voice note. I drop a short video just to explain some stocks to buy. And I think I'll drop another video to show them the chart and why we are currently buying it. So that is what we want to do. So that's all about the all share index. So let's quickly jump to top gainers so that we can look at some stock. So top gainers, we actually have OANDO. And if you are new to this channel, you may not understand if this is your first video. But if you are not new, I told you guys to buy OANDO a few days ago. So I gave you guys except you are adamant to instruction. This is the video I did here. That's 3 days ago. I said you should. 3 days ago, OANDO was selling for 62, 63, 62, 63, 61, 60. That was what OANDO was selling for. And I came here, I told you guys that you should buy OANDO. I said US, Iran tension spikes, oil rally, and I said you should buy. And Trump came up and said there's a ceasefire and all that. But the reason why I actually say you should buy is one, the first quarter. I know for them to give us that amazing 2024, I know their first quarter will be excellent. And if you've read the history, the story that OANDO gave us here, where is it? OANDO gave us one nice, if you read it, guys, I hope I pop exactly. Go and read this and see what they are doing. OANDO are gradually entering into mining too. Guys, you may not understand. This stock is going to 100 naira. In fact, I've told you guys, so there is nothing to hide here. I told you guys here that OANDO will eat 100 naira. So this is it. I told you guys here. OANDO shares to eat 100 naira. I told you guys. So even though if I pretend to be a question, of course you're smart, you should know what is going on. And so that's the top gainer. Let's quickly look at the chart of OANDO, and let's see. OANDO is one stock that gave my private community 10x. That's the first time we've made 10x in my premium community. Oh, what am I typing? Stocks, country, Nigeria. That's the first time we actually made 10x from OANDO. And the beautiful thing is, anytime I'm selling, I always inform my community so that those who want to join me will join, and those who still have faith. Sometimes I can tell you to buy something and you like the thing more than I do, so I won't force you. So, and even based on the chart, technically it's actually at a buy region when I did this video. For those of us who are technical analysis guru, you can confirm it. 3 days ago when I did it, you can confirm it. So if this is daily chart, this is 1, 2, 3. So you can see the sharp dip here that I expected you to take advantage of. And currently we are actually breaking out from here, and the next yesterday OANDO was actually on full bid, and as OANDO was on full bid, 68.75. So if you add 6 to this, that will give you, okay, let's just count the number: 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So we are looking at OANDO getting to this region back. You get the point. It's getting to this region back. So if OANDO get to this region back, which I expected a full bid also, even though I sold some of my shares today, just for you to get informed, is because I want to take position. But I have another position that I've not sold. I'm still holding. So if you get to this part, yeah, you know that on Friday we'll be looking at above the 80 region. So I still have thousands of shares to get from my bonus, the first bonus, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get the second bonus, because I'm just curious because of what happened February 14th. But with the information in the Q1, I don't think it's going to repeat itself. Even though it's going to repeat itself, it will not be too heavy. It will not be too heavy, you understand? But I think if by Friday OANDO get to 80, get to around this area here, so we are sure that Monday we'll be going back to the 90 region. And of course, we'll get back to the 100, which was actually the main target. And if we get to this 100, I have a lot of people that will be so happy, because it is worth the waiting. Look at all the movement, and every point I've been giving update. In fact, I would say I do more videos on OANDO, or I communicate about OANDO in my group more than any other group. So enough of OANDO. I just want to share you guys what happened. So if you want to know more, want to hear more about OANDO, you watch this video. And another one to watch is, you watch this video. This is like 24 minutes, and this one is like 12 minutes. It won't disturb you. Just invest that time for today, and just for you to just let me just get few things about the stock. So that's one of the gainers of the day. So another top gainers is actually Dangote Sugar. So let's quickly look at Dangote Sugar. So there's a lot of noise about Dangote Sugar, and let's see if the stock will be able to do 52 today, because this is the movement. It will get to this 52 around here, 48.05, then a pullback. We had that experience. We had this again, pullback. We had this one, a pullback. So this is the first time it's actually crossing this area here, and the next area we expect it to cross, which is this part. So once it's crossed to 52, okay, we'll say the journey to 60 is not too far. So the journey to 60 is not too far. So once we get to 60 and we're able to break through, then we're going to kilometer 80. So once we get to kilometer 80, of course, a lot of people will take profit, because you can't make 100% and be watching. So those people that will be coming in are those people that will be waiting for the merger. So the merger will happen, but it's going to take time. So it's worth the waiting. For me, I've been buying Dangote Sugar since 2023 December. In fact, anytime I get any money, I put it in Dangote Sugar. So, and if you are smart, I did a video here when I said how to invest. Let me go say how to invest, right? Okay, this is the video I did, how to invest in the stock market. And you can see when I was doing tutorial how to use the platform, what to buy, you can see that what I have in that portfolio was Dangote Sugar. So that would have given you insight that for Investor Joe or for Coach Joe to be actually buying Dangote Sugar, there is something about sugar. You get the point. So that was another one. And I also did another video on, let me see. Okay, I did another video here also. This one also, you also see that I'm buying that stock. So this is not a buy sell recommendation. We are just reviewing the market. You understand? So that's the top gainers that we have. We also have Champion. So if you follow my lead on Champion, let's quickly look at Champion. If you follow my calls on Champion, I had a member sent me card. He sent me card, and he promised to send me some. Let me not call it tight. You understand? So he also let's go to a weekly. So I was like, why all this? And he said he watched my video when I actually recommended champions. This was the video, yeah. This is the video, yeah. So that's a month ago. So he said he bought at 5, and then currently he has made 100%. And I was so excited because the joy is to ensure everybody is happy and everybody is making money. So this is what currently, this is where champion is. Champion is around this area. That's 1090. So from the charts, we'll see that okay, champion can actually get to this part, but you have to be careful. I'm not telling you. In fact, I can't put my money in champion at this price. That is me. So I will not advise you to do that. You understand? But if there's any pullback, of course, it's an opportunity. But for now, because pullback will happen anytime soon. Pullback will happen anytime soon. So you have to be smart in your trading and investment. You work for the money, so don't trade anyhow. We also have CNI leasing. We have CWG. Let's look at CWG. CWG actually did some numbers. Oh, dangerous zone. So let's look at one losers. We are going to biggest losers. Okay, great. So the biggest loser we have is University Press and ROT Briscoe. We also have Multiverse. So let's look at UPL, right? UPL. So this UPL, let's look at daily. So that's UPL, very rough chart. Okay, that's UPL. Which other one are we looking at? ROT Briscoe. Let's look at ROT Briscoe. ROT Briscoe. Okay, ROT Briscoe pullback. Okay, what are we looking at again? Look at Multiverse. So you can see in every market, even though the market is shooting, you can see all these stocks are still pulling back. So imagine your money is here. So these stocks are pulling back. So guys, that's some information I want to share with you. And we also want to look at UCAP. UCAP is actually at the director dealings. They're actually selling, yes, sales of shares, 200,602 shares. They sold at 19.50, and we also have some insiders dealing also in UCAP, 102,000 units at 1940. We also have a OANDO report. I want to encourage you guys, if you have the shares, go and read. If you don't have the shares, don't need to waste your time. But if you have interest in buying the shares in the future, you can go and read the shares. We also have MC Nichols. You can see how this guy destroy MC Nichols, and this is actually a sale. Push the stocks down. And we also have NACO. What is happening in NACO? NACO, this was actually a purchase, 1 million units, and they bought at 82. So let's look at NACO. Let's see what NACO is doing. So that guy bought 82. So NACO is now 100. My community will bought NACO at 80. Actually dropped the signal for them to buy at 80, and I think they should be celebrating right now. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that we get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Until I come away again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and to it salute. See you in the next one.